Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Fanboys, be advised, this video contains the absolute truth, may cause hurt feelings, and the need to thumbs down the video. Look, the question that we've been asked time and time again, did Anthony Joshua run from Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch? And the specific question comes from Daniel Jordan, and basically saying, Nuke, why do those fanboys hate on AJ, saying he's running from Andy Ruiz Jr. in the second fight? The fanboys are saying he's a coward and did not want to go toe-to-toe against Andy Ruiz Jr. So did Anthony Joshua run from Andy Ruiz? Let's just break down what running is and an example of running so we can establish, did Anthony Joshua run from Andy Ruiz Jr.? And when you see that, you look at the Canelo Alvarez versus Lara fight, you see that Lara, that was a close competitive fight between two good athletes, two good fighters. And you notice the running in that fight, it was completely different from the Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua fight. How is it different? It's simply because Lara would make Canelo Alvarez miss because of his great defensive skills. True, but he did not counter Canelo Alvarez. He was cautiously fearful of Canelo's power. People mistake Canelo for a brawler when he's a boxer puncher with elite counter-punching skills. Guys like Pernell Whitaker makes you miss and then counters you. Guys like Floyd Mayweather Jr. makes you miss and then counters you. Lara makes you miss and didn't throw anything back. You can't win a fight not throwing back. This guy, he just wouldn't throw back. Even after the fight, Jalen Love, who was interviewed immediately after the Canelo and Lara fight, came out and stated, you can't win a fight simply by moving. You have to move and hit. So, yes, Lara got the first part, but he didn't get the second part. So guys like Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, those guys would move and hit. Lara would not hit because he was cautiously fearful of Canelo Alvarez's power. Even Canelo Alvarez said after the fight, I came to fight. I didn't come to run. You don't win by running. You win by hitting. And that's absolutely right. Lara work rate was low. And then even when you look at the punch stats to kind of tell you what's going on, the fight was simply won. It was still a close fight. Most of Lara's punches that were landed were mostly jabs. You don't win the fight with simply nothing but a jab. You have to do more than that. And about 73% of Canelo Alvarez's power shots to the body landed on Lara. That's how the fight was won, through body shots, through a body attack. And Lara simply did not do anything. When he moved, he did not hit. That is running. That low work rate, the fact that he didn't want to go and do more. You can run around the ring because you don't want to get knocked out or dropped or hurt, but simply that was a case of running. And is that what happened with Anthony Joshua? Absolutely not. Anthony Joshua did not run from Andy Ruiz Jr. Even if you look at the punch stats right away, Anthony Joshua landed almost twice as many punches as Andy Ruiz Jr. So how are you running and you're outworking them, you're outlanding them, you're hitting them more than they hit you? Let's just be honest and unbiased. And look, let's go back before the fight. Andy Ruiz Jr. said Anthony Joshua's not good at boxing. The rematch will be the same. Said he's not a good boxer. And a lot of people agreed. A lot of people were saying Anthony Joshua can't box. He's not good at boxing. Andy Ruiz Jr. can outbox him. Okay. And then Andy Ruiz Jr. said that Anthony Joshua was a robot. He fights like a robot. He moves robotically, things like that. Okay. And then when we saw the actual fight, we saw that it was Andy Ruiz Jr. who was not good at boxing. We saw that it was Andy Ruiz Jr. whose feet was stuck in quicksand. He has fast hands, but very slow feet. Let's just be honest and unbiased. Anthony Joshua, you got to look at the punching, look at the punch stats. Just for example, he threw more punches than Andy Ruiz Jr. So how can you throw almost double more punches than Andy Ruiz Jr. but run from him at the same time? It doesn't make sense. That's an oxymoron. You see Anthony Joshua threw and landed more jabs than Andy Ruiz Jr. You got to be honest and unbiased. You got to be honest and unbiased. He even landed more power punches than Andy Ruiz Jr. So he was taking more chances than Andy Ruiz Jr. So let's just be honest and unbiased. Did Anthony Joshua run from Andy Ruiz Jr.? Absolutely not. You know, it was a good fight, and Anthony Joshua fought like a good and elite boxer. He put on a masterclass performance. You know, if it was Tyson Fury, everyone would have said it was a great masterclass. But since it was Anthony Joshua, since he didn't win in the fashion that people are used to seeing him win, in a dominant knockout fashion, you know, people are saying, oh, he's running, he's scared, but he actually used his brain. You know, when you're a boxer, you have to make adjustments, and styles truly do make fights. Andy Ruiz Jr. is a dangerous opponent with elite level hand speed, so you have to be cautious when you approach this type of guy. See, I think, you know, I caution people to be judgmental about that, because if Ruiz fought, you know, a guy like Deontay Wilder, I'm sure Wilder would employ a different strategy than sitting there and trying to trade with a guy who can let off 10 punches to your 3. We just got to be real about it. Styles truly do make fights. Anthony Joshua did not run. He outlanded Andy Ruiz Jr. in pretty much every category. You know, he pretty much put a beat down on Andy Ruiz Jr. and put on a masterclass performance. That myth has been debunked. Once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP.